Hello, this is MIT OpenCourseWare Centric Wiki World University and Schools monthly business meeting on Saturday, December 21st, 2024. And I'm Scott McLeod. And as we wait to see if people will join this monthly business meeting in a way spontaneously or as a leading, friendly leading, since I haven't heard back from anyone directly, I'd like to begin the monthly business meeting. And with the agenda item 0, namely that in this monthly business meeting, I've included the video minutes for essentially the 12 WUAS monthly business meetings over in the year of 2024 from January to November, I guess 11. And as a kind of review of the year for MIT OpenCourseWare Centric Wiki World University and School, WUAS Corporation, and also in a way as the annual meeting in some ways. So see agenda item 7 in these regards with most, or if not all, of the video recordings from the past 11 or so World University and School monthly business meetings, plus blog links and some Twitter feed posts as well. Agenda item 1. So World University and School continues to be two wings with potential extraordinary synergies between them. World University and School WUAS is both a nonprofit, a 501c3, and regarding the candid guidestar.org IRS affiliated webinars, and for WUAS this autumn 2024. So I attended on behalf of World University and School some candid GuideStar IRS affiliated nonprofit oriented webinars, and this further solidified World University and School's 501c3 similar tax exempt status, and see our guidestar.org profile for World University and School in these regards. So we're both a nonprofit, 501c3 public charity, MIT OpenCourseWare Centric Wiki, and you can Wiki Teach or Learn on the open subjects page, even adding a new subject, for example, or going to an existing subject, such as an academic subject or a creative subject, an academic subject like chemistry, or a creative subject like, say, water shiatsu, and check if there are any MIT OpenCourseWare courses, for example, if you wanted a starting place, and add those if you found some to a related wiki school or wiki page, or create a new wiki subject and begin teaching to your YouTube channel, for example. So we're a nonprofit 501c3 public charity, MIT OpenCourseWare Centric Wiki, World University and School, and our current main, still in a beginning state, homepage is worlduniversityandschool.org. And you can see the tax ID numbers at the bottom for the two legal entities associated with the exempt side. There's a second legal entity for an exempt institution, which World University and School is in the state of California. And also see the current active Twitter feed, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH. And WUAS other wing is a for-profit general stock company, WS Corporation in California legal entity. And you can find this at worlduniversityandschool.org/academicpress.html. And on this page, you'll find the tax ID numbers at the bottom, and or the tax ID number for this for-profit general stock company, WS Corporation in California, legal entity, as well as 3 Lego robotics kits, of which WUS is an authorized reseller, and 5 books published in the academic press at World University and School, the very beginning of an academic press, which seeks to be in all 7,164 known living languages, and with machine translation and machine learning to help with the translation process. So part of the WS Corporation is that we're seeking to become a World University and School, WUS Educational Services group of stores in physical and digital, and in all 200 countries and in their main languages. And if we can, we'll eventually hire more than Walmart, for example, at roughly 2.3 million people, employees, and possibly World University, WS Corporation hiring 2.5 million people over 50 to 100 years. And possibly, since Walmart is in about 19 out of the 200 countries in the Olympics, possibly the WS Corporation, the WS Educational Services stores will develop with possibly Walmart software in the other 181 countries, as well as Walmart infrastructure. Stay tuned. Agenda item 2. This is a brainstorming idea, literally, how to float or fly a flywire connectome Drosophila fly brain out of Princeton University in the middle of, this is a YouTube video title, in the middle of how to view Street View in a smart meeting room with G time slider. And check out this video. It has, in a way, smart panels on all 5 sides of a room, the 4 sides of the room, a room, and on the roof, on the ceiling. And as part of, and to create a realistic virtual Earth in a room, in a WUS multimedia room, in a WUS multimedia barn, in a WUS hospital room. So how to put Street View in the middle of the room, and maybe with a control panel and computer, laptops and desktops in the middle of the room as well, showing Street View with little Pegman also, possibly becoming our avatar agent electronic health records, maybe like holograms in the middle of the room too. And not only at the Street View level, but at the cell view level and the molecular view level and more. So time slide back in this realistic virtual Earth in a multimedia room, to the 1897, when the Library of Congress's new first building was built in Washington, D.C., and possibly pull digital books off this, out of any room in the Library of Congress, from photos and paintings of the books, possibly reading the books currently in PDF format, or time slide regarding Pegman as an avatar agent electronic health record that might be connected to our own bodies at the Street View level, at the cell view level, and molecular view level. Time slide back, move the molecules, move the cells back in our electronic health record of us, say, at 35. Move the molecules, move the cells, move the images of us from age 35 to potentially age 25, and let this realistic virtual earth in a WS multimedia room become a aging reversal machine with avatar agent electronic health records, even as holograms, possibly, or similar. So individuals and organisms and species standing in virtually in the middle of this Street View smart meeting room or WUS hospital room or WS multimedia room. So in these regards, a set of tweets and how to build such a room, since moving way beyond this how to view Street View in a smart meeting room. So a set of tweets. And regarding a Reed College friend of mine, Byron Hahn, MD, who's a very skillful builder and also a retired research scientist at University of California, San Francisco, and with a lot of knowledge and experience about molecular oncology, so cancer at the molecular level. Set of tweets reads, how best could hashtag Reed College friend, hashtag Byron Hahn, MD, float or fly? A hashtag Princeton UNIV, hashtag Flywire Connectome, which we all made through a kind of citizen science, hashtag Drosophila Flybrain, in the middle of this how to view Street View in a smart meeting room. And after Byron might build a hashtag N-dimensional, hashtag WUAS hospital room in hashtag Canyon 94516, and particularly at the hashtag G molecule level for hashtag aging reversal. And see the Nature article link and the article itself in this set of tweets on the Drosophila flybrain, which is a wiring model, a wiring diagram of the Drosophila fruit fly, and successfully completed. But it doesn't necessarily show neuron firings, for example, yet. In what ways could Byron Hahn, MD, build creatively a WUS hospital room, WS multimedia room, and even float or fly a Drosophila flybrain from Flywire Connectome in the middle of this room, and maybe add a Drosophila fly body around it, and maybe extend this Drosophila flybrain from Princeton University's Flywire Connectome project to human brains, and then begin to create this room and code this for aging reversal as well. So see also the blog post, American Blue Hearts Buchnera Americana, from yesterday, Friday, December 20th, 2024, in my blog, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com, from December of 2024, American Blue Hearts Buchnera Americana. Agenda item 3, accreditation for MIT OCW Centric Wiki World University and School WUAS via Middle States Commission on Higher Education, MISH, with offices in the greater Philadelphia area. And via, and this is a fairly new development potential since this past summer, via hashtag Grow with Google. Further, after I attended a Grow with Google meetup in the Google headquarters in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on July 30th, 2024, and see the accreditation labels in both blogs, World University and School.blogspot.com, search /label /accreditation, and also in my blog, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com /search /label /accreditation. Agenda item 4, revolutionizing education with machine learning and AI, hashtag World University in School. This incredible article from Peter Norvig, the head of Google AI, the director of Google AI, dated March 2nd, updated March 2nd, 2024. And regarding not only language diversity and MIT OpenCourseWare and using AI and ML with this, but also about a realistic virtual Earth. The first time I've ever heard anyone mention a realistic virtual Earth besides World University in School, and also about a virtual Harbin, hot springs, and more to study bliss. Check out this incredible revolutionizing education with machine learning and AI, hashtag World University in School. Also about studying enjoyment in learning as potential flow experiences, flow, the psychology of optimal experience, and so much more too. And a set of tweets in these regards. How best to develop World University in School, this Twitter feed. And regarding hashtag revolutionizing education with hashtag machine learning and AI, hashtag World Univ in SCH, and the article link with hashtag grow with Google, and hashtag MIT OCW centric, hashtag free WUAS degrees, and hashtag extreme longevity regarding rural, hashtag rural WUAS, and in particular, Southern Oregon and northernmost California, east from the Pacific, 400 miles. And regarding hashtag ecotopia lands. So this retweets Hank Greeley, Stanford law professor, also of biomedical ethics, and regarding the genetic engineering revolution, tweet where he shares a remarkable map regarding this area of Southern Oregon and northernmost California. And Professor Hank Greeley's tweet reads, November, good map. And if you looked at the same map for factors, for other factors, education, poverty, infant mortality, divorce rates, smoking, it would look largely the same. By the way, interesting West Coast exceptional band of mediocre results from Southern Oregon and northernmost California east for 400 miles. Because very rural, question mark. And this retweets Timothy Caulfield's remarkable map. Life expectancy in US. Complex, but how important are socioeconomics, education, access to health, equity, etc.? Read not seed oilish issues deeply, life expectancy in America. So could World University in School grow out in these areas and focus not only on possibly education and reversing poverty with UBI experiments, possibly with Stanford MindPi, cryptocurrency, and with our medical schools, lessening infant mortality, and regarding also possibly extreme longevity, genetic drug questions, and even aging reversal, genetic drug questions. So these states, northernmost California, Oregon, and east to Nevada and Utah, are also quite well off, and with exceptional mediocre results, exceptional band of mediocre results. Perhaps World University in School could begin to grow in these areas, even seeking students, and in collaboration with these state governments as well. So further, check this out in the Oregon label, as well in scott-mccloud.blogspot.com, and the California label in my blog as well, and the virtual Harbin Hot Springs. The cultures of northernmost California and southern Oregon have much in common with Harbin Hot Springs culture, or some in common. Many people visit Harbin from these areas, I would posit. And so there's a potential uh, way in for knowledge generation regarding my first big ethnographic book, Naked Harbin Ethnography, and uh, developing World University and School in Northern California, Southern Oregon, and 400 miles inward, eastward. So, agenda item 5, WUAS students, when? Well, World University and School is seeking to begin the accreditation process with Middle States Commission on Higher Education with offices in the greater Philadelphia, Pennsylvania area. And that would allow us potentially also to seek reimbursement from all 50 US states, departments of education, and all 200 countries, departments of education. And perhaps when those steps emerge, and with hashtag Grow with Google, World University and School might be able to make ourselves available for seniors graduating from high schools in all 50 US states and in all 200 countries, to high school college counselors, for example, and also to departments of education college counseling in all 200 countries, and thereby begin to get students. So, agenda item 6. Here's a revisiting of an incredible response from Gemini AI to a question I asked it. I typed in German, and namely, how can MIT OCW centric wiki World University and School with free to students university, offering free to students university degrees, bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, IB, AAS, master's degree on the web in Germany, best develop. And check out the blog post on the World University and School blog from June of 2024. How can MIT OCW centric wiki world be, is how the blog post title begins. So I'll read it in German. Incredible response from hashtag Gemini AI to vcon ocw.mit.edu centric wiki World Univ and School mit kostenlos für Studenten, Universitäten, Abschlüsse, Degrees, Bachelor, PhD, Jura, Medicine, IB, High School or similar, AAAS, Masters, im Web, auf Deutsch, in Deutschland, sich entwickeln. Check out the responses. I won't read them here right now. There's the response in German, as well as a translation of that. And there's 2 sets of these. Check out them both. So I asked this question a number of times and got different, interesting, fascinating, incredible replies. So agenda item 7, I think, are the video recordings, video minute recordings of open MIT OCW Wiki World University and School WS monthly business meeting in 2024 from Saturday, 11/16/2024, and Saturday, October 19th, 2024, and Saturday, September 21st, 2023. And this was partly when I was coming into conversation with Mahdi in Bangladesh about Bangladesh World University and School and planning for Bangladesh in Bangla, the language, especially uh, for all of Bangladesh's, uh, I think, more than 100 million people. Interesting possibilities for free degrees online. Uh, and from Saturday, August 17th, 2024, as well as uh, Saturday, July 20th, 2024, and Saturday, May 18th, 2024, and Saturday, April 20th, 2024. And regarding here, also hashtag aging reversal machine and hashtag WUS Lego robotics flagship hashtag WUS bookstore online in Pennsylvania. And from Saturday, March 18th, 2024. And regarding hashtag Oxford Univ and their possible hashtag OpenCourseWare 2 and a hashtag WUAS multimedia room with hashtag G street room with smart panels on all 4 or 5 sides and ceiling of a room as a also hashtag home classroom. So that's the then also from Saturday, February 17th, 2024, video minutes recording you'll find. And also lastly from Saturday, January 20th, 2024, the World University and School monthly business meeting video minutes you'll find. So switching to the other wing of World University and School, just checking to see if people might want to join us. The WS Corporation, second of 2 WUS wings, a for-profit general stock company legal entity in the state of California, also the WUS Press, the academic press at WUS, planned in 7,164 languages with machine learning. Agenda item A, Stanford MindPy and the WS Corporation, and where World University and School seeks to code for most of all 7.9 billion people on the planet in 200 WUS countries and for speakers of all 7,164 known living languages and to end poverty too, where people can get Stanford MindPy cryptocurrency from this URL, mindpy.com/SGKMAC, and begin to mine Pi for free money daily on your own. First, agenda item A1, Pi is joining the mainnet blockchain and the open mainnet. And there's a Twitter post in these regards. Dear pioneers, a reminder that open mainnet is not the end goal of Pi Network. Open mainnet has been confirmed by the Pi core team and will be coming in the first quarter of 2025. Don't lose focus. We need a vibrant ecosystem. Check out the Twitter post. Agenda item A2. So for most of 7.9 billion people on the planet that WS seeks to code for, will this mainnet be operational? Interesting questions. And at World University. So I've had a couple of times where I've tried to mine Pi after about 24 hours, and there's been an error. It says try again, and I wait, 10, it seems like 15 hours, and it still doesn't work. It still says try again. And I'm not sure if this is due to Pi joining the mainnet, the open mainnet or the mainnet blockchain, or whether or how there might be some sort of possible oversight and regulatory approaches to Stanford Mine Pi cryptocurrency if it is going to um, reach at World University and School most of 7.9 billion people? What happens when it doesn't work? Uh, if it doesn't work, how can people seek redress? If you can't mine pi every 24 hours, uh, and it may well, become a cryptocurrency long in the future where one doesn't always have to click two buttons to mine pi every 24 hours also. Uh, I don't know. A couple of times in the past, as you may recall, I've emailed Pi when something hasn't worked. I didn't email Pi this time, the Pi network, but what recourse do people have in some of these regards? And uh, how does one create a fair system that will also protect people and get people their Pi cryptocurrency, especially if they're um, in poorer countries or similar? Agenda item B, Chase Bank loans, JP Morgan Chase Bank loans for WUAS, hashtag Chase Bank loans for the WS Corporation and for the physical digital WS educational services stores in 200 countries and in their main languages. MIT OCW centric Wiki World University and Schools business plan is here. And for books, the WS Educational Services stores for books, computers, robotics, groceries, plus business plan for a startup business. I've attended many, the curated coaching, the acceleration project, Chase Bank, Stanford Latino Business Action Network sessions over about the past year, and I'm not attending anymore. I continue to get bounce backs from JP Morgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon to my email as if the communication is continuing between the WS Corporation and JP Morgan Chase Bank. But I'm not quite sure how to proceed with, for example, seeking Chase Bank loans for the WS Educational Services stores for books, computers, robotics, and groceries, and also for Stanford Mine by cryptocurrency. Could there be a bank account for every every Mine Pi cryptocurrency account? Not quite sure how that would work. There was a recent article in Forbes magazine saying that Pi cryptocurrency is one of the top 10 cryptocurrencies. There's been remarkably little press about Pi cryptocurrency over the past 5 or 10 years that I've been able to find. Agenda item B, 2, and Chase Bank loans for both the for-profit in California, WS Corporation, but what about the hashtag USA nonprofit, MIT OCW centric Wiki World University and School, ? So a set of tweets in these regards. In a hashtag once in a blue moon opportunity to create approximately 200 financially operational, free to students, MIT OCW centric, hashtag WUAS UNIVS. How could 501c3 at World Univ and SCH receive hashtag grants.gov? Grants.gov is a US federal government funding agency, money, and 2, hashtag FP for profit, hashtag FP in CA for California, hashtag WS Corp, CORP at WUS Press, get hashtag Chase Bank loans through hashtag Grow with Google, hashtag G Meetup on 7/30/2024. So how to structure both wings financially and with regards to nonprofit and for-profit, and with regards to Chase, possibly on the for-profit wing and possibly fundraising, but especially governmental grants, possibly on the nonprofit wing. some blog posts about this. Item B3, check them out. So agenda item C in the WS Corporation, WS Press Wing, proposed book. And I visited this again in previous months. I've touched on this in previous months, but the proposed book title is The Way of the Gene and Ethics, Aging, Reversal, Extreme Longevity, and Sex by Scott G.K. McLeod. So there was an incredible riff from or by Gemini AI. And regarding Taoist philosophy too, and regarding this book title, and regarding also Harvard and MIT professor of genetics research into aging reversal genetic drug therapies emerging. And interesting philosophically regarding the Tao Te Ching or the Way of Life book title in this riff by Gemini AI, and especially of ancient Taoist philosophy by Lao Tzu. So to Gemini AI, how would you riff with this possible book title? What would you think in terms of riffing this book would be about? That Gemini AI can riff is astounding in itself. And this response was particularly incredible. I'll read some of it to close here. Riffing on the way of the gene and ethics, aging, reversal, extreme longevity, and sex. Gemini AI says, again, this title suggests a fascinating exploration of the ethical implications of groundbreaking scientific advancements. It appears to delve into the intersection of genetics, bioethics, and human desire. Here's a potential riff on the book's content. Potential themes and topics. Ethical implications of genetic engineering. The moral dilemmas surrounding altering the human genome. Potential for unintended consequences and societal disruption. The role of regulation and oversight in genetic research. Section 2, the pursuit of immortality and extreme longevity. Subsections, 3 subsections, the psychological and societal impacts of indefinite lifespan, the economic and resource implications of an aging population, the potential for a new era of human evolution. Section 3, the role of sex and reproduction in a post-aging world. Section 3A, the future of human sexuality and relationships. Section 3B, the impact of genetic engineering on human reproduction. Section 3C, the ethical considerations of creating designer babies. Section 4, the Taoist perspective on genetics and longevity. Section 4A, the harmony between nature and technology. Section 4B, the balance between individual desire and collective well-being. Section 4C, the importance of mindfulness and moderation in the pursuit of longevity. Gemini AI continues. Possible book structure. Part 1, the science of aging reversal. Part 1A, a deep dive into the latest research and technologies. 1B, an important and exploration of the genetic mechanisms underlying aging. 1C, a discussion of the potential benefits and risks of genetic interventions. Part 2, the ethical landscape, a critical analysis of the moral implications of genetic engineering. A consideration of the social 2B, a consideration of the social and economic consequences of extended lifespan. 2C, a debate on the right to choose and the limits of human enhancement. Part 3, the Taoist perspective. 3A, a philosophical exploration of the meaning of life and death. 3B, a discussion of the role of nature and technology in human flourishing. 3C, a call for a balanced approach to aging, longevity, and genetic engineering. By blending cutting-edge science with ancient wisdom, this book could offer a unique and thought-provoking perspective on the future of humanity. Gemini AI concludes with a question. Would you like to brainstorm more specific chapter titles or potential arguments within these themes? Super. So this is regarding a potential book title, The Way of the Gene and Ethics, Extreme Longevity, Aging Reversal, Extreme Longevity and Sex. And there are further comments, further observations that Gemini AI makes under the ethics of genetic research. Read them in both blog posts from Thursday, December 19th, 2024, and also coming today in the minutes for Saturday, December 21st, 2024. So that's WS Monthly Business Meeting for today, Saturday, December 21st, 2024. I'm Scott McLeod. I'll post the recording of this to both Twitter feeds for World University and School, twitter.com/WORLD, UNIVANDSCH, and twitter.com/WUAS Press, as well as both LinkedIn's and both blogs. And I welcome you to join in WS Monthly Business Meeting. Next one, I think, is on January 3rd, Saturday, January 18th, potentially at 12 noon Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. I may well be back on the West Coast. I've just returned from the West Coast last night, flying back from Oakland Airport to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm seeking to move all my things west December 31st, 2024 from Pittsburgh to the San Francisco Bay Area, to a newly safe canyon, 94516, and potentially for land for WUAS, and to move the WS Educational Services Stores and WUAS Longevity Genetics Institute there as well. So until next time, the WS news and question and answers will continue in the new year on Mondays at 10 a.m., but newly at 10 a.m. on West Coast time, Pacific time, rather than just all this year, mostly 7 a.m. Pacific time, 10 a.m. Eastern time. So the new WS news and question and answers will be at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, the USA and Canada. Check them out also in the recordings. Until next time, cheers, season's greetings, and see you soon. Keep your questions coming through email as well, sgkmacleod at worlduniversityandschool.org. So until next time, bye for now.